And we're live again.
And we live. This is the Inglewood Waste Podcast.
Here we go.
Episode number 4.
Your boy Jay Jones.
Just Joe JG.
And Flex Max.
And you already know how we do.
Yeah, man, we glad to be back. I'm glad to be back.
Feels good to be back.
We took a little weekend off, you know.
Everybody had to take that 4th of July off.
Yeah. Well, I had to work, but yeah, I feel you.
But yeah.
I worked in the morning, so it was cool. I was able to celebrate a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't work on it. I worked in spirit.
Where'd you guys spend your 4th this year?
I'm spending at my sister's house. She lives in South Central. Cool. Same sister I told the story about with episode number 2. So if y'all want to go back, listen up. It was pretty dope, man. We had a little barbecue. The day before, I got some patties, dropped them off, so so they could grill.
Right on.
When I got there, there were most of the family was there, except the patties.
Did you?
I was like, damn, I was a little pissed, man.
That's right.
I was telling them, hey, yo vine a comer, no a cocinar,
That's grimy.
Oh, like, fuck it.
Yeah, man.
At least I had some fresh patties.
Hey, did you guys have fireworks?
We didn't. We just saw it in the sky.
Okay.
In South Central, you just look up.
You just look
every
up.
other block. There's actually a house on fire, like low key, no lie. On I forgot what street it is, but it's like one of the main streets to get to my sister's house. The ambulance came. We saw it from afar, like the fire kind of burning.
No way.
Yeah.
Shit like that tends to happen, sometimes if you mishandle a firework or something.
Yeah. Me, I just, I had most of the day with the family, just kind of chilling out, eating. We didn't barbecue or anything like that, but we just, just kind of enjoyed the day. Got some fireworks, but actually didn't set them off to the next night. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dope. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just a little bit, man. My son, he likes them, man, but he's not real big on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was just at my mom's. I just did a little carne asada. Nothing, no fireworks.
Cool.
Me, my girl, my mom's.
That's
just
it,
big
man.
chilling.
You able to see them though in the sky?
Low key, they were everywhere.
Everywhere, huh?
In Inglewood, they be going.
Yeah.
Bro, all like mid-June to end of June to early July. And probably like mid-July, fireworks should still be going around here.
Yeah, 4th of July, it's like nowadays is one of those holidays that people may want to celebrate, people don't want to celebrate. Me, I'm going to celebrate it. It brings family together, of course, it has a lot of controversy or whatever, but fuck it, sometimes you got to celebrate the good times, live in the moment, you know what I mean?
Oh man, I have to celebrate.
Enjoy your family. Yeah. But
people can say what they, everybody's got their own opinion. But me, I'm very grateful for what this country provided my parents. You know what I mean? It gave them an opportunity that they couldn't get in their home countries.
Exactly.
They could never get that, and that's why they came here, to give me an opportunity to be better. You know what I mean? And I'm just grateful. Yeah. I could never. I feel like in heart, I'm a true patriot. I love this country. I mean, obviously, I love my roots. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean I can't love this country too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you, man. Like, I don't know. When I was younger, man, I felt so different about it, man. I used to love the fireworks. Fucking, I couldn't wait, man. And nowadays, it's like, fuck, man, it's fucking 3 a.m., man. Y'all motherfuckers still cracking them motherfucking cherries. Damn. Let me sleep. Yeah.
Nah, yeah. It's a good day, though. I still feel like everyone still looks at it as a good day.
Yeah, you just look at the sky. Everyone's celebrating. People having a good time.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys see that thing they did with the fireworks that said, fuck LAPD?
Yeah, my cousin actually sent me a post about it, but I'm not too sure if it was that real or...
I don't know. It looked like it was real.
Man, but
it was like too organized,
let me know so
it looked kind of perfect.
Let me know so I can like and retweet that shit.
Like and retweet. Hashtag, was it real?
Was it real?
Come on, let us know if it was real, y'all. In the next one, we're going to talk about it.
Comment on the fucking comment area.
Leave a comment. We're going to have a giveaway soon. All of y'all listening up, we're going to have a giveaway real soon. We'll talk about
giveaways.
The next week, we'll let you guys know what we're giving away.
There we go.
But we're going to have a giveaway next week.
We don't know what it is yet, but we're going to let you know first.
You'll find out.
Know that we didn't know.
We're going to find out before we find out.
But when we know, you going to know. It's going to be worth it, though.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
So where were we at last episode? I know we were talking about basketball. We were talking about
basketball, man.
Oh yeah, today.
Yeah, actually today was Game 3 of the NBA Finals.
Milwaukee Bucks. They took it. They actually went and put it on the Suns.
And so it's 2-1. The Suns are up. They won both games at home, which that's what the main focus should be for to win at home.
Yeah.
They took care of that, but the Bucks kind of took care of them tonight. 20 points by 20 points.
They put it on them.
Giannis, he scored another 41. Actually, I just saw him and Shaq are the only two players to score 41 points and grab 10 plus rebounds. That's kind of he's in a good little. He is where he needs to be at the moment. If he's being compared to if he has the same stats as Shaq, he is where he's supposed to be.
He's in his bracket, huh?
He punked the Suns today. Giannis punked him. I was watching that game. He was just getting into the paint. Watch out. Boom. Boom. Getting rebound, putting it back up. He was just punking them today. He went to work.
Because Aiden is their biggest man? Phoenix?
Yeah, they had Aiden, but Aiden can't deal with him. Aiden got into foul trouble, too, because of it.
I saw he got dunked on.
And then Cam Johnson, that dude, too, he's pretty, he's a good shooter and he's athletic, but he's not very, big. Yeah. But he's a 5 that comes in for them. Okay. So having him on Giannis, he was getting eaten up. They
probably just had a, first 2 games, feel them out, see what's up with Phoenix. But Phoenix didn't really blow them out like this would blow them out. I think they won by maybe less than 10 points each game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, less than 10 points because I'm doing a little gambling at the moment. So when you gamble, you got to play the spread. So it's either +5, -5.5, +5 points. You know, so sometimes it works in your favor. Sometimes that shit don't work in your favor.
Sometimes it don't. What was I going to say? Did you guys, did you watch the whole game? Like the first one and the second one?
To be honest, no, not the whole games, just because they're not the Lakers.
Okay. I was watching them. And when I was watching the first 2 games, I swear, man, the Suns would be shooting, but I'm like, these dudes don't miss. These dudes don't miss. I'm like, what the heck?
Well, I saw game 1, they won because of free throws. They had 25 free throws. So maybe I think the Bucks might be adjusting because I think I heard they're only shooting shooting under 40% from the.
Yeah, they shot terribly.
Yeah, so free throws got them through game 1. Game 2 was another close game too. I saw today though Devin Booker was 3 for 12 or 3 for 15. He only had 10 points or something.
Yeah, he had kind of a tough little outing today.
So maybe they just, unless he's tired, but he had a good rest, maybe they're figuring him out. Put Giannis on him to go the whole game. He should be guarding him the whole game.
I don't know. I felt like he just kind of had one of those games where he wasn't ready for the defense tonight. He didn't know the defense was going to be a little better than it was the other games. He thought the defense was going to be the same thing, and sometimes you got to just wrap that up, go home, and adjust.
Yeah, he was 3 for 14.
So he'll go back home and he'll, you know what I mean? Yeah. He'll practice. He'll know. They'll look at the tape. What did they do against me to stop me? And if the good ones are able to adjust, you know what I mean? The best ones are.
Because Giannis, he's a Kobe guy too, right? Giannis, or he's more like a LeBron?
Nah, he's more like a.
Was he kicking with Kobe?
I think he's more of a Kobe type guy because
you're right.
Like Kobe style, right?
Yeah.
He don't want to leave the Bucks type. Yeah, he's more like I would say Kobe. He don't want no super team. Even though that team is kind of a super team, if they perform, bro.
But they kind of grew up like that. They added Drew Holiday.
But he's kind of, if he plays good And if Chris Middleton plays good, how he can play good, they'll blow them out every game, bro.
Brook Lopez, he was already there. They added PJ Tucker, but
now
he's
Brook
not
was
really,
with the Lakers 2 years ago, remember?
Yeah, like 2-3 years ago. Lakers should have kept him. Magic Johnson's I think that fool kind of did a little dirty, dude. He got rid of Zublaka for nothing.
It's all right. We got one out of it.
It's all D'Angelo Russell's fault. Dropping dimes on Nick.
That I can't believe that happened, man. That's crazy. How do you?
It's like, come on, bro. He's a teammate.
Like, you know just anyone though. How do you snitch like that? I wouldn't do that to anyone. That shit.
Bro, right. I'm like out of the blue. What I mean?
All right,
give me a little insight on that. What's
so they're teammates. Do you know who Nick Young is? He was dating Iggy Azalea.
Yeah.
Okay, him. They call him Swaggy P. He was on the Lakers when D'Angelo Russell, who's another dude playing in the NBA right now.
Okay.
I think he's on the Timberwolves, right?
Timberwolves. That's
D'Angelo Russell. He's a point guard. We drafted him, number 3 overall. Now, or number 2, I think.
I think number 2.
2. All right. Well, we drafted him up there high.
Yeah. Top 3.
I think it was actually 3 because him, Ingram, I think were the same number. Okay. But anyways, this is beside the point. Well, they were, I guess, at a hotel or something like that. And I don't know if he recorded him saying like exactly like, yeah, I'll be cheating on my girl but it was something that was like obvious.
Bro,
and he put it on his story on Snapchat.
That's not cool. That's
and then
not cool,
Iggy saw it and that's why she broke up with him.
Okay, well, shit. I mean, Iggy, she did what she had to do, but damn, man, that's pretty fucked up.
That's crazy, huh? Yeah. And that's why he's known as like the put your phones away around his ass. Hey, I'm gonna need your phone, D'Angelo.
You're gonna have to confiscate that. Put that in the safe.
Practice.
You're in the hotel room. Put it in the safe, man.
Hey, man, take his phone away.
He has ice in his veins, but
but he got an iPhone 12 in his pocket. So be careful.
That's crazy though. Huh? That was stupid. That fucked up his Laker career. He could have still been maybe a Laker or something. You never know.
You know who I regret not having, bro? For real? Ingram. Man, he's a baller, bro. I watch him now.
Yeah, Ingram was balling.
He's a baller. He's becoming like KD, Chris Middleton style, bro. Like that's him, bro. When I see him, he plays well.
Well, what they call it, the LeBron effect, where these young players can't go around LeBron. Mm-mm. He just because if you're in a team with LeBron, what that team in general, whatever team it is, that team is, okay, we have to win this year. We got LeBron. That's their mentality. So I guess these players weren't up to par. Maybe they were, but they didn't want to wait on the development. But they kind of went off the following season.
Yeah, it's sad because I see so many like young players. Like I see those Suns, bro. That's a young team. Yeah, they're a young ass team. But they could all get around and they could all just make the smart play. They realize that, I ain't got to be the dude who scores 20 a night. I don't got to score 15 a night. I can score 8 and we're good. But I'm doing my job on defense. I'm passing the ball. You know what I mean? I'm making right reads. I'm cutting to the basket at the right time. And all these dudes that the Lakers had, bro, like none of them, especially when you were with LeBron, bro, like, man, if I'm Lonzo, Ingram, Josh Hart, bro, even to this day, Kyle Kuzma, who, man, that dude, he just makes me feel more and more bad every time.
I don't think Julius got to play with him. I think he got traded the season he came in, right?
Yeah.
He would have been a beast.
Randall's a beast.
Yeah, he would have been a beast with LeBron.
Randall's a beast. He would have been good with LeBron.
I always tell people, like, imagine once kind of LeBron, okay, he leaves late or he retires or whatever. If somehow we get all the young Lakers that we had drafted, like the Jordan Clarksons, the Julius Randles, we get him back, even the Larry Nance Jr. Because D'Angelo Russell, imagine we all get Ingram, Lonzo. Damn, that should be hard. That should have probably never happened, but that should be hard, man. Get back to the Lakers we picked off the drafts. Because a lot of those players are good, like Josh Hart, Larry Nance and them. They played, most of them played 4 years in college. And sometimes the players that play 4 years in college, they know how to play basketball because they know that they learn. in 4 years, they teach them
They get more like fundamentals.
fundamental wise.
Okay.
You know, in box out, they learn how to box out.
That's the
They
big,
learn
that's the
how
big
to
advantage.
they learn how to play defense at a certain angle. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
Because you got an angle. Say what player he's known to go right. You gotta maybe do a little angle so he doesn't go right. Force him left. You know what I mean?
mhm.
That's what they're criticizing a lot
Positioning.
on Kyle Kuzma when he was guarding Devin Booker. He didn't know how to position to keep Devin Booker from kind of going to the hole, going to the paint. I've seen a lot of that on Twitter. People talking shit.
But I don't defend Kyle Kuzma very often. But in his defense, who does defend Devin Booker good like that?
Yeah,
He
that's
be
true,
doing it
man.
for
He just
everyone.
goes off, you know?
He be scoring, bro. He's a bucket,
Yeah,
bro.
he's a bucket.
I be watching. I'm like, fuck this dude.
Him, Trey Young's a bucket. Even that fool, what was his name? Lukic from Dallas.
Luka, that dude's a baller, bro. He's like the next LeBron,
And
bro.
he came to the Lakers.
How do you say his last
That's-
name? Doncic? Some shit like that?
Doncic.
Doncic. Yeah. Yeah, I got one of his cards. That's the only reason I know.
Oh yeah, keep that.
yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that one, man.
Yeah, speaking about cards, didn't that playoff series just come out?
Yeah,
The
well,
number 2 or number
The
1?
number 3. That
Number
was the third
3.
drop. So there was just an NBA Top Shot drop for the third release of the playoff packs. How much did we pay for that? I think it was like 14 bucks.
14 bucks. Yeah, 14 bucks.
I didn't open my pack, but
I opened mine. I got
but
a good
yeah,
one.
Lex said Flex said that he did open his pack.
I got an Andre Drummond. Like he's not the best player, but I got the number 36 card out of
I think like
12K.
12,000. Yeah, that's a good number, man. That's a good ass number.
So the number matters too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, if you're number 1 out of
The
12,000,
closer you are to the number 1, the more value. So I
Already.
got number 36. That shit's look for 14 bucks pack. I think it comes with 3 cards. That single card is worth 250 bucks if I want to sell it now. And you know how much it ranges because you could look at it, how much people are selling it for.
Yeah, you can always constantly look at the listings that are up. It'll tell you how many listings are up at the time, and then it'll give you the lowest and the highest asking prices. And the way they value that range is between the serial numbers. You know, like if it's the player's jersey number, that has value.
I also got a Phoenix Suns player, Johnson. I think somebody
Cam
named Johnson.
Johnson?
Yeah. Devin Booker, a little alley oop dunk, and then who came with a dunk. I forgot
dope.
what game. It wasn't
Dope.
against the Lakers, luckily, but it was
Yeah.
another team they beat.
And then there's another pack coming on Wednesday. Tonight's Sunday. So yeah,
Sunday night.
So on Wednesday, the 14th, July 14th, there's going to be it's going to be a rare pack drop. This one is called "And Then There Were Four." You know,
Four cards.
no, the name of the pack is called "And Then There Were Four."
So that's it?
So it has to do with the what is it? The conference finals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, like like the Final Four teams.
yeah. And this one, they're trying to do something different with the waiting queues, like the waiting lines.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's going to be different queues depending on your. I think we kind of touched on collector scores last time. Like forever, how many cards you have a certain kind of points. And so if you're like a big time collector, you'll be set up in a different waiting room as opposed to somebody who has a lower collector score, you know, with lower odds to get that same pack. But it's kind of cool, like the way they're trying to make it fair, even for people who don't have that many cards and moments in their collection.
So you're gonna be more than likely than me, like.
Well, I'm in the
probably won't
lowest tier.
qualify.
You probably won't qualify
Because now they got you have to have a certain amount of
because
points.
I don't make the first tier nor the second tier. The first tier requires 10,000 collector score points, so
okay.
you got to be big
I
time.
probably won't even qualify neither.
Probably not.
Maybe you never know. 'Cause I've
Maybe,
been
because you
I've
opened
been
a couple
buying
packs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been buying packs lately.
A good way to get your collector score up, like a 50 points, from your favorite team. Get 3 cards from your favorite team, and that'll boost you
I
up
did that.
50 points.
Yeah.
So that's a
I got
good way.
LeBron. I got a few Lakers. I
And
got
then,
an Ingram too. I got a Brandon Ingram.
Oh, that's your favorite team?
The second tier is
Yeah.
5,000 collector score points. I don't make that tier either. So I'm making the general queue, like the ones for the regular guys.
Okay.
You know, and that one's only like 100 points. So I'm like, all right, okay, fair enough. You guys hear any news about the Trailblazers? You guys got anything going on with them? I'm gonna
Portland?
Yeah, I'm gonna mention them right now. So I was curious to see if you guys got anything.
I'm just hoping Dame Dollar comes to the Lakers.
Let's go.
That's the
Let's
only
go.
Portland news I need.
Okay. All right. So the Trailblazers, they just recently announced that they have a partnership with a company called Storm X, and so they're gonna be showing a patch with Storm X on their jerseys. A patch.
Okay.
Storm X is like. You guys ever buy online and then they give you like rebates on cash, like on certain things, like you get cash rebates,
Yeah.
like like say you want to buy from Wish or something, but you use this other service, and then for every I don't know dollar you spend, they give you like 10 cents or something. So StormX is kind of like that, except they're gonna do it with cryptocurrency. Same concept, just instead of dollars, you're gonna get crypto in return.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's something a little I wanted to mention.
It's the future, man. It's
For
the
real,
future. And it's coming at us fast.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
You guys want to know something? Speaking about future, fucking today, that dude Richard Branson, he traveled to the edge of space.
With Virgin Galactic or something like that, right?
Yeah. Fucking.
I heard about that.
So what he's trying to do, he's trying to have like when you go on fucking on a boat trips, what's it called? Cruise. You could do one in space.
Yeah, well, Virgin Galactic, that's what they've been working on for like the last 10 years, man. It's pretty nuts. I heard Ashton Kutcher's got a ticket to that too.
It's what, $200K for a seat?
No way, dude. I don't know.
They're actually
man.
doing a giveaway there for two. I forgot what you got to do, but it's like they're giving away 2 seats, 2 tickets.
Huh, that's kind of neat.
That's not a lot.
That happened today.
It's really not. If you think
I
about
mean,
it.
honestly, what do you guys think? Is that something you guys would consider?
If I had the money to throw away, heck yeah,
trip
I would.
to the edge of the earth.
I would go see it.
Billionaires, all these millionaires. Why not? If I was a millionaire, I would do it.
Because I know something's gonna happen. Yeah. I know ET's gonna be like, we let you guys come the first time, but now
too close.
Yeah, y'all getting too close.
Now you're trying to take tours up here.
Nah.
But imagine you're up there and a fucking flying star hits him and shit like, bam.
You never know, man.
You never know. Life's a risk.
Imagine they run into the firmament. Boom.
It's kind of crazy. I don't know, man. They go to a different galaxy or something.
And
but you know what I did?
What about this? What about the whole time when they're on the cruise, one of the passengers doesn't feel right, and he just goes exploring the whole thing, and it turns out that they're really just on an island.
Oh shit.
And it's all fake.
It's all fake, man. It's all a
Epstein's
computer
Island?
program.
Damn. Damn.
Oh my god.
Brocho, what's it called? That shit you put on your eyes.
Hey man, there's some theories like that, man. The scientists, I don't know, man. I think they get on shrooms and psychedelics, and then they just start thinking about all the wild shit that could be possible.
Do you guys? Here's a quick sidetrack. Do you guys believe in space? Like, do you guys believe that it exists? Because there's so many different. I don't know how you guys think.
Well, for starters, I don't believe in the flat Earth theory. I don't know if that's what you were getting at.
But something similar. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, man, I believe. I believe in.
You believe we're a globe?
I believe we're a globe.
Yeah.
I've never traveled the entire. I've never been to the other side of the globe, so I mean, I can't speak from experience, but yeah, I believe. I believe we're a globe. I believe that
because there's a
outer space is a vacuum.
You think outer space is just a vacuum? What do you think? Same thing?
Like there's different planets out there like Earth, like living creatures, or like what do you mean? What do you guys mean?
Just do you believe that Earth is what they told us since we're little? You know what I mean? Like, are we on a planet, a globe?
Yeah.
And there's a space, a vacuum, and there's only 9. Do you believe it?
Yeah.
I mean,
unless this is all just our imagination.
I mean, I don't know. Man. I don't know.
Or a simulation.
I like to believe that there's, there's life out there. That's what I like to believe. I don't know if it's true.
Well, you know what they say, right? They say when you go deep down in the ocean, some of those that's how the galaxy is. That's a lot of these fishes. They look like little aliens. If you go, I don't know if you guys ever seen videos when they kind of explore all the
like
way
those deep
down.
ocean stuff. Yeah.
Now we're getting into my territory, fellas.
Like we're like the ocean
This
pressure.
is my
pressure.
territory.
Yeah.
Like
Alright.
that's kind of trippy.
So, do you guys believe in aliens?
Well, we're aliens, right? So I believe in aliens because there's people and because they're just regular people. We're in their planet, you know.
Like-
so they
So
look
do you
at us
think?
like
So
we're
you
aliens.
think there's other?
Like, I
people
think-
on other
like
planets?
yeah.
Like, I don't know if there's like other 2-legged, 3-legged, 4-legged beings out there, but I believe that there's probably some bacteria, living bacteria somewhere out there.
Oh
on
yeah,
planets,
there's
you know what I
definitely
mean?
bacteria.
You know, so in
sure.
that sense, I'll say there's life out there. But as far as like, you know, like someo's gonna come and
like a
annihilate
monkey
us and
monster
shit,
or a lizard monster,
I think
I
the
don't
only
know.
way
I don't
they'll-
think so,
they'll
but I
want
don't
to
know.
attack
a
us
bipedal lizard. You
Yeah.
know?
is if we capture one of their people and they came to get them. So maybe staying out of space is we should stay out of
like
space.
like some independent state.
All right, I'm gonna tell you guys what I think.
Yeah.
All right,
And this
all right.
has never been documented. Like, I've never been on the record for what I think. Cause I this is my area, bro. I've like for years I listened to shit like you guys don't even know, man. I really believe in a story by he was a pilot named not the KKK senator. I think that's Richard Byrd. Pilot Robert Byrd. Let me make sure. I need to make sure because I don't want to be pulling them out.
Yeah.
Because literally one of them is a KKK member and the other one is an actual pilot.
Yeah, you don't want to mix those two up.
Okay, yeah, it's Richard Byrd. Okay, Richard Byrd. This guy, he was a pilot, and he was a well-known guy. And amongst the people that he was always known as like a serious dude, not a bullshit. He wrote a story, or he told his story about how he went to Antarctica. And other people have corroborated stuff like this. Like, not as in like proving it, as in they've had the same type of description. So apparently, if you get high enough into Antarctica, which is like the North Pole or the South Pole, depending, I'm not sure how they go about it, but there's an entrance to the Earth. And they call that the inner Earth. Like, have you guys seen that movie, The Kong? The new one?
Yeah.
The Godzilla versus Kong.
No.
How there's another Earth in there, and it's a whole nother Earth.
Like inside the center and stuff like that.
Exactly. A whole different Earth. This theory has been coming more and more, like, as of late. Even though back then, when Richard Byrd said he flew over it, he said that at first it was all snow, all ice, but the more he went into it, it was like a green jungle, forest land. He said there's a sun down there. They have their own sun. It's so huge. It's a whole nother, it's like a continent.
Damn.
He said he met with people down there.
We're in Antarctica.
No way.
Yes.
That's weird, bro.
The North and the South Pole are supposed to have, I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you, I don't know, this is theories. You
Is
know
it
what I mean?
magnetic or something, right? Does that have to do anything with that, or
I don't know. I couldn't
Like
tell you the
center,
science.
the center of the world.
But
like
somewhere on the inside, it's basically the hollow earth theory.
Yeah.
That's what they call it.
I've never heard that. I'll have to check it
the
out.
hollow
Man.
earth.
Like even let me put it this way, man. Even if I'm like, no way, I find it interesting, man. You know, it's like I'd be watching Ancient Aliens and shit, and I'd be I'd be like, bullshit. But I'm still there, right there, watching that guy coming up with theories.
Yep.
You know?
This is the
crazy.
thing. How people say, how would we not see them coming into our atmosphere? The aliens.
Yeah.
What if they're not in our atmosphere?
What if
What if they're in the oceans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're
What if-
coming up, and then they know what to do, what they got to do fast. They get it done, and they're back in the waters just as fast as they left. You know what I mean? Like that's a big theory too. That's gone on. All of this has gone on. It goes back to the whole Hitler theory. Hitler escaped. He went to Antarctica. That's what they were really trying to do.
Yeah.
Supposedly, the Germans were just trying to make the super soldier. He believed the Holy Grail. It's a whole big
Yeah.
story about
Yeah.
how Hitler really escaped. a guy named Peter Levenda actually wrote a book called The Rat Line. That guy has some really, really crazy information about how Hitler is buried in Thailand right now.
No shit.
If you go to Thailand,
Yeah.
the people at this cemetery, it's like a grave site, will say that's Hitler right there. That's his grave.
Really?
Yes, because they knew in their town that it was Hitler while he lived.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He didn't just live there for a couple years. He lived the rest of his life there, which I think was somewhere like 30 years.
Yeah, because the story goes, the press and the government released was that he killed himself, right? And then they supposedly didn't they dissolve his body or some bullshit like that, supposedly, in acid and all this shit?
Well, I don't know, but DNA evidence proved not too long ago that the skull that they found was a female. So that wasn't Hitler, for sure. So for sure they don't have Hitler's remains. They don't know what happened to him.
I mean, you know,
the theory is...
You don't have to believe what they said, you know.
Argentina. He went to Argentina with a lot of Germans. That's why, if you know, a lot of Argentinians have German
descendants, yeah.
So a lot of Germans, to escape the whole persecution for being Nazis, they escaped from the UN and they came up here to Argentina and a lot of places in Latin America, and they, you know what I mean, intermingle.
Just tried to disappear.
Exactly. They tried to disappear amongst the people. And it worked. From what I hear, there's a whole big story, but from the theory is that they were trying to create super soldiers and that they had alien technology that they tried to reverse engineer. I don't know if that's true or not. I could tell you that Hitler was very like occulty.
Yeah.
He was very into the occult.
I was gonna mention that. Yeah, like you said, he was very into like dark arts, occult, secret society stuff. Yeah.
That dude used to be doing so many like speeches and stuff, bro. Like he'd be so tired, supposedly.
I heard
there was a meeting with Stalin to keep him in the war. And they said that they gave this fool like meth and coke and everything.
To keep him up.
And he talked the whole meeting. And Stalin couldn't say a word. And supposedly Stalin had to stay in the whole thing because he couldn't even say nothing the whole time.
Well, supposedly he shot himself, right? They said the only person Hitler ever killed was himself. In reality,
really,
like physically with his own hands. But in reality, he killed millions of people.
That's crazy, man. But he was because he believed in one race, right? One people. So he wanted everybody to kind of.
But then there's another whole thing that Hitler was crazy too. But he also said that this whole thing about the reason that in the future they're going to realize that he was trying to save the world, he said, because America has stolen God's jewels. And this was in reference to the people that was stolen from Africa. So a lot of people go on that narrative, like
trying to read more onto what he said, or was that precisely
well, that's what
their
perception
they're saying
is.
Okay, that's what they're saying he meant.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because he did say those exact words, that America has stolen the jewels of God.
Interesting.
Like, and what does he mean? Like, you know what I mean? Everything is how you perceive it, right?
So Indiana Jones was that one.
The Crystal Skull?
Yeah, that was him.
I never saw that one.
Honestly, bro, I'm too young or old to even remember. I never saw those
Jones. Yeah, I've seen them all.
The Crystal Skull one, I think that was like the latest one, right? Like the last one or some shit like that.
Well, what you said earlier, the thing that got stolen,
Jewels of God?
No.
Oh, you're talking about the Holy Grail.
Yeah, the Holy Grail. There was a movie about one of the movies was about the Holy Grail. Probably turn everybody to dust when they opened it or something.
Oh yeah, that's a theory that it's too strong and that it's radiation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of theories on that stuff. I don't know, man. I'm really into that kind of stuff.
Ford?
I've always been
Harrison
into
Ford.
It's interesting, man. I'm the same way, man. I be on YouTube just like listening, man.
Like magic. Do you guys believe in magic? Like no, like what I mean is like
what do you mean by it?
Not just like, oh, pick a card, any card.
Yeah, like
I mean like the brujeria, voodoo. Yeah. Do you guys believe in that? Do you guys think it's witches, like real? Do you guys think it's true or?
I don't know, man.
I'd rather not believe it.
Nah, I like that theory. I'm gonna be honest. I think that some of that stuff can really work and not. But I'm just like you. I'm like, I don't think it can affect me because I'm protected.
I feel like if you believe those things, they will affect you.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, you know how they say like placebo effect in medicine? I think it's kind of a similar deal when it has to do like with like santeria or like brujeria and things like that, and people's beliefs. You know what I mean? You know, a voodoo doll might not do anything to you, but if you believe that it does, you might feel that phantom pain. You know,
if you feel that it does, when you get into an accident, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is my freaking." They put a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But not knowing you were just in a rush because you woke up late and you're running late for work, so you over here speeding. You know what I mean? But I don't. That's how I perceive that kind of stuff. But then some people will say that, "Oh, yep, that's that magic."
I don't know, man. I see some crazy shit. You know,
like what? Anything crazy?
Like when I was little, we used to live in some yellow apartments, right, on 67th Street, and fucking the TV in our bedroom, like no lie, my brothers. I don't know. I think my younger brother might be too young to remember, but I know my sisters and my older brother remember. We had a TV, right? That shit would turn on with static, just static. Like what the fuck? Like out of nowhere, it would just turn on, bro. Like we won't plug it, dog. Unplug it, and that shit will still turn on.
Like poltergeist?
You always see the static. What the fuck?
No
like,
way. Yeah, that's,
like
that's
as a little kid, you're tripping out. Like I'm not scared. You're not scared because you don't know what fear is taught, so you don't know is that scary or not. You know is that just happening. But my brother
is it tripping out or is it like...
My brother he loved horror movies. So this fool had all the Freddy Krueger collections, all the Jason, and my mom thought that was kind of bringing bad spirits inside the home. You know what I mean? So she made him get rid of them. But I guess some people got hired to come cleanse the room or whatever. I think we got rid of the TV because that shit was causing too many issues.
Yeah.
But that shit's a trip. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah.
What's your crazy moment?
I don't really have no crazy moments like that, man. But I guess the only thing I could compare it to is like those long, like when I was younger, like those long, like walks back home in the middle of the night when you just kind of like, you know, you're walking home by yourself. All you hear is your own steps. And then you just let your mind go crazy. You know, like, oh shit, like, is somebody following me? Like, who's fucking shadow? That's my shadow.
That's how you guys when it turned. Here's a little. This is my crazy moment. It's not. I don't know if it's a ghost or alien or what. If it was like a new timeline was split right there, or what it was, or if that was a Nexus event, what it was.
It was a glitch, bro.
But it was me and my boy Scott and my boy Hector. We were sitting on our skateboards outside in the front. It was nighttime. It was like 9, almost 10, and we're just chilling, bro. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it turns to daytime, bro. Sky just turned to daytime. And I promise you, this is not a lie. I'm not joking, bro. I'm not trying to make this up. I'm not trying to get views or go viral with this. I promise you guys. Shout out my boy Hector because to this day we talk about this. Oh, shit. We talk about this. How it turned to daytime, bro. And it's the craziest thing that has ever happened to me ever. I've never had nothing else, like no ghosts or like scary shit. But it was clear as hell. It was nighttime, bro. Really? And the sky turned to fucking daytime. And then it just turned back to night. It was like maybe 10 seconds. It switched. It was kind of like when you're watching movies at nighttime and they see an explosion far away, like a nuclear explosion. Yeah. And it turns to daytime.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it was. It just, like, there was no explosion, but it just...
I wonder if that's what happened.
Like, and then all of a sudden, it did it again, and it was nighttime. I was like, what the fuck?
That's weird, man.
It was crazy. High? We weren't even smoking yet. We were too young for all that. We were too young.
That's trippy, bro.
That is trippy, man.
I promise you guys, that's not a joke. I was not on... The only thing I was on was Mountain Dew and fucking Funyuns. That's the only thing I was on.
Mountain Dew. Hey, Jones, that'll do it, bro.
That'll do it. The research is showing that Funyuns have
Yeah, man.
You guys ever trip out when you're younger? Like, you know, the car dealerships, they got the lights and they point in to attract people.
Yeah.
And like you look, when I was younger, but what the fuck these lights are
Oh yeah, like
from?
the lights or like grand opening lights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. I used to think they were UFOs, man, when I was a kid.
They used to do them at the Forum when I was young,
Oh, yeah.
so you could see them. Like you would just see the lights in the sky.
That's just
Yeah.
a trip, man. That's just dope, man.
All right, UFC 264. I think it was 264. yesterday. McGregor and Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
That's how you pronounce it, huh? He's French or
The
something?
trilogy.
I think something like that
USA.
because he's from Louisiana, and you know how they have that Baton Rouge. They got
Creole,
that
maybe?
Yep.
Poirier?
Poirier. I heard he's got some Mexican in him though, or something like that too.
Okay.
For real, I don't know.
All right.
I might be tripping, but Dustin, it's a great card though. UFC 264, a bunch of great fights.
I missed the whole thing, man. So, what's up with you?
Yeah, I didn't catch it. I had some family members watching it, but I just want to kind of relax at home.
Yeah, you guys catch any clips, anything like that?
I saw
McGregor's
one. Like I saw every fight. The whole. That's one of my new like
For sure, man.
passions. I really watched.
I was
that.
actually gonna hit you up,
I
but
don't
because of Corona and all, we can't visit people.
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you.
But it was a great card. It was a bunch of good fights. This guy Chris Moutinho showed some heart in his fight against Sean O'Malley. That was a great fight. Great fight.
Moutinho.
Irene Aldana,
Yeah, because there was two
Mexican
females,
girl,
right?
Yeah. Mexican girl. She's doing it. She's putting on the show.
She won?
I think she's from Tijuana. She's
okay.
from Tijuana. She's tight though. She's dope. She won. After that, they had former Carolina Panthers defensive end Greg Hardy. He got down yesterday. He fought against Taito Avasa.
Oh shit!
Taito Avasa dropped his ass. He caught him with a left hook and put him to sleep. And then he just got him ground and pound. But yeah, Greg Hardy. He said, well,
that was his first fight, probably, right? Or
no. He's been fighting he's been beating a bunch of dudes, bro. He's pretty. But he's been beating a bunch of like smaller guys coming up. Ty, he's kind of more of a. He's ready to get down. You feel me? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you notice any sponsorships like while you were watching, like any cryptocurrency type, like
nothing
sponsorships?
Nothing that I noticed anything. Because they have like a weird thing where they don't really they have one sponsor for all their stuff, which
Monster.
it used to be Reebok, but now it's Venom. Well, they have Monster is like for the individuals.
Oh, okay.
And then they have it also as a company, but it's not like you have to be sponsored by the company by Monster.
Okay.
As opposed to like you have to be sponsored by, it used to be Reebok by the company, so you could only wear Reebok if you fought. You couldn't have sponsors on your shirt. It had to be just a Reebok.
Gotcha.
And now it's Venom, so they're not allowed to have like sponsors on their shirt. That's why it's fucked up for. That's another reason they lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
maybe it's part of the contract agreement because you know how we're talking last episode.
It's exactly what it is.
UFC, they have contracts.
because you said you saw Poirier, right, with the with the logo on his shirt.
Maybe it was just a shirt.
Maybe it was pre-fight?
Yeah,
Like-
pre-fight or post-fight.
Post-fight, maybe.
Yeah.
Said
Said Bitcoin.com or something.
And then I heard some news that they maybe I mean I don't know how they do with sponsorships, but I read online that Crypto.com, it's a exchange for cryptocurrencies. They got a $175 million sponsorship deal with UFC.
Oh, I heard, and the fighters are getting none of it. I heard about that.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
That's some shady shit, bro.
Come on, Dana.
Come on, Dana.
You're
bro.
a millionaire, bro. You
A lot-
can pay your
A
fighters.
lot of people don't like Dana, bro.
It came out that
A
the
lot of
ref
people
only
love
made
him, though. A lot of people love him.
It came out the ref only made $2,000 for that
Only?
fight.
No shit.
The McGregor one or the whole night?
No, the McGregor.
I was
Well,
about
you
to
get
say.
you get paid per fight.
Oh, it's probably different refs, right?
Yeah,
Or the same ref?
No,
every
there's
fight?
different refs every
Yeah,
fight,
yeah.
but some refs ref more than one fight
Yeah.
in a night. So that dude did like 2 or 3
Okay.
Yeah.
2K.
for a night. You get to watch some good fights.
Yeah.
Not bad. And then keeping on with sponsorships, this is off topic from UFC, but MLB MLB's got some cryptocurrency sponsorships going on right now too, man. Let me see. So last June, like mid-June last month, it's another cryptocurrency exchange that's based in Hong Kong called FTX. They made a partnership with the MLB. So beginning on July 13th, the MLB All-Star game. Mm-hmm. So beginning on July 13th, they're going to wear a logo patch that says FTX.US.
Cool. Baseball?
Baseball. It'll be worn by all the umpires in the league, in all the umpire uniforms for regular season, postseason, spring training, and like special like events, like jewel events.
So they're really pushing it, man.
Yeah, man. Like
really pushing.
So
crypto.
if you're in crypto, man, start looking at sports. If you're not big on sports, start looking at sports, because that's gonna gain that global international awareness.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. So back to UFC though, fucking McGregor and Dustin.
Oh yeah, that was
the
main
final,
event.
Final match.
Main event,
The
man.
trilogy. It was the third fight.
It was somewhat anticlimactic because he broke his leg. You know, he broke his foot.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
Like it was. He broke his foot with I think exactly 5 seconds left in the first round. So you didn't even get to see nothing.
Yeah.
You didn't get to see nothing.
Look, they warm up.
There was a couple like punches and kicks as they were standing. You know, honestly, McGregor actually looked really good on the feet. He was kicking Dustin.
Yeah.
He fucked him up a bunch with some good kicks. I know Dustin later on said that he felt on one of those that, that's where when he checked it, that's where he thinks it broke. But then Robert Kavanaugh or John Kavanaugh came out and said that, nah, McGregor, he messed it up during training and it was still a little, you know, but he just still wanted to fight off of it.
Should have wrapped that shit or something.
Yeah, you seen though how it was sideways?
I didn't see.
It was
bro.
so all right. So you know your foot's like this.
Yeah.
His was completely like sideways.
Like, oh no, shit!
That's
broke it.
Shit,
he already had surgery though. He said he's good, but I thought Dustin looked good too though, because Dustin took him down. He controlled him. It was a good first round. They both had moments in the first round.
Yeah,
so that fight was nowhere near like. You can't say, oh yeah, McGregor was gonna get his ass beat, or yeah, McGregor was lighting him up. He was gonna win. It was gonna be a good one.
Yeah, a lot of people giving McGregor a lot of shit. But you can't, that's like a foot injury like that. You can't really predict that. You know what I mean? If he would have got knocked out instead of a broken leg, then people have.
They would have been.
They could talk shit. But, you know, it's like that one dude a couple fights back, right? That kicked that fool and broke his leg. Shit like that just is, what's it called? Not spur of the moment, but that shit just happens. You know, it's a freak accident, I guess. Those don't happen too often. I've never seen them too often. But, yeah, like June said, the fight just was barely in the first round. So it was just getting a little, it was just getting, they're both just warming up. You know what I mean? Because they go 5 rounds?
No, they were supposed
3
to go
or 5
rounds. It was supposed to be
5 rounds. So they're just first round, you know?
That shit reminds me of kind of like what is that one time, I forgot what Drake said, but it's basically off of a saying. It's like they love you, man. Like at one point they love you and then they hate you.
Yeah.
Then they love to hate you.
Right? They really love to hate McGregor now. You see it everywhere.
He's a bad guy. Yeah. But he portrays himself
he
that
feeds
way.
on that.
But before he was the bad guy and he was loved.
Yeah.
Everyone loved him.
I still like him, man.
I love McGregor, bro. I love everything
Didn't
about
he have
it
an incident
fights.
or something? Didn't he have an incident at a bar or something?
Oh, with the old man when he punched the old man.
I think that's when he became the bad guy that people hate, not love anymore. I don't know what happened with him.
He punched the old man because he didn't want to take a shot.
Yeah,
because they were in the. Oh, but check this out. You guys want to hear? Check this. There's a funny story.
Wait. The old man didn't want to take the shot, or McGregor?
McGregor's in the bar.
Okay.
With all of his peoples, and he's like, you know what? I'm celebrating my new Proper 12 whiskey. I'm celebrating everybody's taking a free shot on me. And then he says, shot on me for everyone. And this old dude's like, I don't want none of that shit.
He's like, take your fucking shot.
He said, I'm good. I don't want to drink it. And McGregor's like, you'll fucking drink it, you will.
You'll fucking take your shot.
You'll fucking take your shot, you will. And then I guess he didn't want to. McGregor punched the dude. He was drunk too. You know, you gotta man. Motherfuckers is drunk. They just get hot. Ain't right. You know. Supposedly it wasn't that bad. It was cool.
McGregor though, bro, he probably thinks back and fucking cracks up about that shit. Cause
check this out though. This is a funny story. So McGregor had to go to court. McGregor had to pay this dude off.
Yeah.
Funny story is McGregor goes back like a couple years later, buys the bar that dude who actually he was a daily customer, bans his ass from the bar.
What a petty ass.
He banned him from the bar.
Hey, man, if that customer was smart, man, he should have bought that bar then.
He should have taken the drink. He should have taken the proper
and banned McGregor. That's too much, man. That's hilarious.
Funny, man.
Life, bro.
Yeah, he should have bought the bar. I wonder how much he sued him for.
He probably got a good amount.
Yeah.
He probably gave him like, look, man, I'm gonna give you $100K for that little jaw, that little bruise I gave you.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, right?
Man, that was the whole plan. Like, this was drunk. I'm gonna deny his shot.
So pop me, and I can tax him.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
I would have denied it too.
And then he lost his favorite bar.
Shit.
Look, I would have denied it. He would have socked me. Then I'm like, all right, let's take a shot. Then I still would have sued his ass.
That's actually a crazy story though, man.
That's nuts, man.
When I heard that shit, I was like, that's kind of like the universe goes around and then it comes around and then it goes around again. You know what I mean?
That's some petty ass shit, man.
Like Connor, the universe goes around. Connor becomes rich. He gets to open up a business. He starts his own like whiskey. So yeah, the universe is coming for him, and then he punches a dude, and he's got to pay some money, and then damn, the universe came back, and then he buys it, and the universe is back.
Oh my god, karma doesn't even mess around with McGregor, bro.
No, this fool.
Right? Karma don't even want McGregor.
Karma don't fuck with McGregor, man. McGregor's like makes his own rules and shit.
No, this fool. I don't know if y'all seen this fool. Jake Paul. He made a chain, like a diamond chain of this McGregor laid out and shit.
From the last Poirier fight when Poirier knocked him out.
And this fool on Twitter, he said, "Hey, you want this chain?" And this was like, "Send it over." So I don't know if this fool. You think he's gonna be back, like from McGregor, or what?
Yeah,
back in the UFC.
He's gonna be.
Because he was calling a lot of people out.
I think, bro.
I want to see that Nate Diaz rematch.
If McGregor comes back, bro, I think he needs to fight Dustin to settle that one because it doesn't count. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
Dustin got the win, but it's not because he beat Conor. Like you gotta get that. Like you gotta get that back.
Like it's a what is it? It's a just win because what happened.
You win by default.
But like he'll probably want to prove himself too.
I'm sure he will because he's a fighter. And, you know, fighters, they got pride and shit. And I'm sure that in the back of his mind, it's like, yeah, I didn't really beat him.
Yeah.
You know, like, I didn't beat him. But,
yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
I think so. Because when he was, it seems like, I don't really know how he fights something, but when he was talking, it seems like he has a lot of heart. And he, you know, he was ready to back his fight up. He wasn't really trash talking McGregor too much. But, you know, McGregor's the one that does the trash talking.
Dustin Poirier, he's a good guy from what I've seen. Even though there's stories to go around and say he's not Kobe Covington. But, yeah, he seems like...
Hey, that video that you showed us where they're talking trash to each other, was that the weigh-in? Or was that, like, just a conference?
That was an old press conference.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck, man. McGregor's just ruthless, bro.
Oh, he's the best talker.
He's fucking witty as fuck, dude. He's always got to come back. Always.
Best talker in the game.
God.
That's why they say people would pay to watch the fourth battle because it's, you know, he entertains.
Did you see how he was talking when he broke his leg and he was just sitting there? He was already hyped. He was already calling out the next fight. He's like, no, we got to do it again. Like, people love him. People love him, man. And you know why? A lot of people don't like him because of his talk trash and stuff like that. And like, he's done a bunch of like stupid stuff. And yeah, we all done. We make mistakes. Yeah. But the reason why the fans that do like him is because he's the kind of dude who, when he fights, in MMA, it's mixed martial arts. It's it's everything. It is literally wrestling, kickboxing, boxing, you know what I mean, judo, everything. But deep down in the MMA community, there's still that the stand in the middle and bang. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's still that, let's fucking meet up and let's just see who got the better hands, who got harder hands, and who could take a better punch. And McGregor's that dude. He's like, yeah, there's all these other things, and when he was winning coming up all those years, he never did it the other ways. It was always with it. He would drop people, and that was it. Yeah. Like, and he when he came up, bro, I didn't like him. I did not like Conor McGregor when he came up, bro, in the UFC. He beat my favorite featherweight of all time, Jose Aldo, whooped his ass, bro. And that was my favorite featherweight, you know, so I was like, fuck this fool. But you gain respect from, like, I saw him become a champ.
He's been building up over time.
Yeah, I probably would have been a bigger fan if I was more a bigger fan of UFC, probably.
Yeah, I used to follow it years ago, bro, so I got, like, no knowledge.
But it's kind of popping again, like, there's a lot of...
you know, I used to like watching, like, Vanderlei.
It's getting very entertaining.
And all that stuff, but, that's all I know, bro, now.
They're trying to do that, bring popular icons into, like, the medium, because I don't know if you guys seen, they had that girl Addison Rae. They did like a red carpet and she was there at the UFC event.
Bro, when those UFC NFTs drop, man, I'm gonna mention them. Promise you, I'll bring them up to you. Junes, you'll be the first to know, bro, because I think you're gonna be big on that. No kidding, man.
That's gonna be dope. Imagine they have they'll probably have imagine having UFC cards though, like the NBA Top Shot.
Because I think they do.
Yeah.
It's just we're just out of the loop on that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I wouldn't doubt it if they have like some kind of like collectible cards, you know. So that's it's just the next step, man. I feel like if they follow up with all this all these NFTs for UFC, I think that's gonna draw me back in. For sure. It'll draw me back in. It'll want me to know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of interesting. Because that's kind of different from like an actual like basketball card. Growing up, you have basketball cards. You never really had a UFC card.
That's right.
Like you had baseball cards. You had basketball cards. Like football cards.
Yeah, I think that's like something new.
That'd be kind of dope.
I try to imagine how those NFTs will be. Are they going to be something like NBA Top Shot where they show like a clip, like an action clip or something? Like, are you going to see?
Well, I think that's what will probably make it more interesting.
Like a submission, a crazy submission.
Or like a knockout.
Like some roundhouse kick knockout. Yeah.
Or like a taunt or something, like a McGregor taunt.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of that would be kind of cool with Top Shot too, man. Like if they, like maybe it's because of like image that they don't want to do like taunts or when they're like trash talking.
Well, they can't really do too much. Well, like in basketball, like you can't really talk trash because you get fucking technical.
But you see those gestures that they make. They get those moments like. So maybe that it's like an image thing. You know what I mean? Or like hell, dude. Maybe even they made like a fun like like a mascot pack or something.
And for baseball, that'll be tight. Because I know in baseball, there's more mascots. They're more, I guess, interact with the crowd. That'd be kind of dope, man.
But yeah, Junes, like I was saying, man, like I think when the NFTs come to UFC, man, like you're gonna get that first email from me, bro. I'm gonna be like, yo, come on,
let me know, because I'm on it. I'm gonna give me a McGregor moment or somebody, a Khabib moment, and it's over, bro. I'm cashing out.
I'm gonna look to you for guidance, man. Cause
oh yeah, I'll let you know who the good ones are. Like, oh yeah, you better get that one.
Get that one, though.
All right. But yeah, man.
Yeah, so we're in July. We 6 months in 2021.
7.
Oh yeah, 7. So we're 6 months. Well, yeah, we have 6 months left. I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we haven't really brought the subject up, maybe 2020. I kind of want to reflect with you guys, like, about 2020. A lot of shit went down. A lot of as we all know, the whole world got on lockdown. A lot of shit went down. What I want to talk to you guys about is like what 2020 kind of like taught you guys, or what you guys get out of 2020, because there's a whole lot of shit that kind of went down.
Yeah.
And it's it might be a touchy subject for years, because it was a worldwide pandemic, not just a state, not just a country. There was a virus going down. There was a lot of hate crimes going down, a lot of protesting going down, a lot of everything going down.
There was everything.
A lot of what's the word? When people
people
divide,
who,
not divide.
people who believe
Civil unrest.
Yeah, it's like people who believe everything, and then people who are skeptical and have doubts.
We had to wear masks.
Yeah, that honestly, that's one thing. Like that's so true that you said that. Mm-hmm. It's like it made me realize how easily people can be tricked. People can be manipulated so easily, because doesn't matter what side you were on, and we know what we're talking about. Doesn't matter what side you were on. It was my side knows everything and your side is all just made up lies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was both sides saying
the same shit.
It's crazy.
Look, man, especially with people probably think I'm a dumbass for what I'm saying, but especially with like the vaccine, bro. Okay, sure, it probably does what it says it does. And then people say, well, that shit came way too soon. Like they skipped testing. They did this, that. And then, so the counter argument to that is, no, they didn't skip testing. What they did was they did them in parallel. So what would have taken 4 years normally, they just did multiple tests at the same time.
Yeah.
And then that's how they justified, logically that it was safe to move forward. I'm not vaccinated, bro. And eventually, I want to tell myself that eventually I will be. But I'm going to give it those 4 years, bro. Version 4.0. And then, then I'll go back and think about if I want to vaccinate or not. Honestly, unless the laws pass that say you have to fucking survive here, to live here, then, then I guess I'm out of options, maybe. Maybe.
This is what I'm going to say about that vaccine. It's not even FDA approved.
Yeah. Yeah, because of how fast it was rushed. Yeah.
And just that tells you that's where we get everything that's approved in this country. Yeah. And that's not. Yeah. But I'm telling you, as somebody who's probably going to get the vaccine at some point. I haven't gotten it yet, but at some point, I'm sure if I want to have a job, or if I want to do this, or I'm sure that they're going to make it that where I need to do it. So at some point, I'm going to have to. I'm not an idiot, but it also just makes you realize, like, it's only a certain way when it benefits other people. Like, like, what is the point of having the FDA then? If we're only supposed to consume and use products that have been approved by them because they put them through these tests that allow them to be safe for us. So how are we just throwing that to the bucket? But everything else is okay with that. We have to go through that, but it just doesn't make sense.
I mean, and the FDA is a whole nother animal we can go deep in the rabbit hole into. But yes, I agree with you.
Who are privately paid.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not vaccinated either. But like you guys said, if it comes to a point where we have to, I guess, forced, I guess is the word, then I might do it. Just because, I don't know why, but I haven't got it just because it's new. And to be honest, I've never gotten the flu vaccine.
I think I've only gotten that once ever in my life as a minor.
And, why put something in your body that's not supposed to be in there? It's my thing, too,
That's what our immune system's for.
Yeah.
We have an immune system. Why? This is the thing in America. They like to treat just symptoms. They don't like to treat the cause.
Yeah, exactly. The root.
Yes, you need to get to the root. Why is this killing? Oh, man, because our immune systems aren't strong enough. That's why it was people that were dying with compromised immune systems. How do we get their immune systems to a better level to where they can protect? That's what we need to be focusing, not fucking putting metals and mercury in our body. Like, but everyone has their own, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But what I don't like is, okay, man, you truly believe what you want to believe. Okay, the science backs it. All right, sure, man. But like these celebrity endorsements for the vaccine, I really dislike those.
All these things are given away.
I really dislike. I don't like that they're doing giveaways.
Win a trip.
Get the vaccine, and we'll
when the vaccine first came out,
give you a joint.
I was like 50-50 on it.
Yeah.
And then they started doing all that shit you're talking about, and it started slowly leaning me to like, nah, I don't even want to get it now.
Yeah.
Fucking Juvenile made the. Did you guys hear about that?
No.
You guys haven't.
He made a track or what?
You guys haven't heard about it. I'm gonna show you guys something right now, and you guys are gonna be like, "What the hell?"
I know they're offering inmates to lesser.
Hey,
Juvenile.
So we cut it off, but we just played the Juvenile song. What was it? Vax that thing.
Vax that thing up.
Vax
Bro.
that thing up. Come on, man.
I don't know.
I mean, whatever, man.
It's
Maybe
kind of fishy.
Maybe his immunities are compromised.
But also,
but to make
people say this virus was created in the lab, which I think every virus is created in the lab. Like where are these viruses coming from? Like for many years, like the chickenpox, wasn't that created too? Like,
well, in the Dr. Fauci emails, it came out that there's a chance that it could have, but he was saying that there wasn't a chance at first.
Well, that's in his best interest.
Yeah,
to say,
because they were funding it. The NIH, National Institute of Health, was funding. It's called gain of function research. What that is they were trying to see if they can get a flu strain, COVID SARS, from a bat to jump to a human. So, and the only way to do that is to make it stronger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep trying to build it up.
And that shit leaked.
And there was reports that I think it was in the summer months, like July, August, that 3 workers from the Wuhan Institute of Virology, that's what that place is called, that 3 of their workers were quarantined in a hospital because they were really sick with COVID-like symptoms. Yeah. And this is way before COVID.
Yeah.
Now, before COVID even was like known, I remember there was an article that came out halfway through 2020, towards the end of 2020, saying how California may have had COVID as early as September and no one knew it. No one knew it. It was already over here.
Possible.
Me and my girl got really sick in December, and it was when I get sick for a little bit, and then it goes away like a couple days, max 2-3 days. I was sick for like 2 weeks. I remember in December, bro, and it was all like lung. Like I remember that. I'm not saying that we had COVID.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I didn't get sick like that. It's a possibility. You know
my wife, she got sick in early January. Like out of nowhere, she got super sick. I felt like a little something coming. So usually what I do when I feel like a little like sickness coming, I fucking down some NyQuil the night before and just knock out. So kill it before it fucking attacks me.
He said NyQuil because he didn't want to say lean on the broadcast.
Oh, baby lean. Can we drink some little baby lean?
No.
No, but it's true though. Like, yeah, man. So 2020. Like, we can't talk about it in one podcast, man, because there's a whole lot of shit to talk about. Today, we just brought up the virus and the vaccine. But even that's a whole big subject. Like,
there's a lot of crazy stuff.
I don't want people to, like, create a divide. Like, people because there's certain people like, oh, you haven't got vaccinated, like, oh, you're fucking why you being dumb, or why you being
like that, bro.
stubborn, or why you being what's that word I'm thinking?
That's so disrespectful.
You're being selfish.
Selfish.
How are
first
people
it was
so disrespectful?
Like, don't we have
that?
a choice?
Well, first it was
So
selfish.
only women got a choice with their body. Men don't.
First it was selfish to, if you don't want to wear a mask.
My body, my choice only applies to women, guys. Not to men.
Now it's like a tier system. Okay, now the mask thing. Okay, now you're selfish because you got you're not getting the vaccine. You're not putting something in your system.
It's like you're selfish. You got the vaccine. You should stay away from me because you got the virus now. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know how.
If
I don't
I'm
know how
wearing
the
my
vaccine.
mask, what's the problem? We were wearing it before.
Then I don't get people who have the vaccine and are scared to hang around with other people who got the vaccine. Like,
well, the rumor is that they could still get it.
Yeah,
so
but
that means there's a chance it doesn't work. So you're telling me there's some people who got the vaccine who it doesn't even work?
No, what they're saying is that now there's a new variant coming around.
yeah.
Oh, the Delta variant. I've heard about.
So
this.
that
So now you gotta get another vaccine.
So you'll have to probably get a vaccine. Another one.
That was the plan. Like,
I actually posted about this the other day. How 2020 it was like, oh, this is the most contagious flu strain we've ever seen. The way that it spreads is like no other. And now this year, oh, this Delta variant is so much more spreadier. It spreads so much
like
more.
there's a lot
spreadier.
Yeah, bro, that's like, I'm trying to find words to justify the word.
They know the people. They know there's certain people who are like freaked out and scared, so they already got them hooked, and they're gonna do whatever the government tells them to do. And it's like at some point, there's certain people who speak up for themselves. And like a lot of people lost friends because they thought different about the vaccine, and their friends thought different about the vaccine, and they just argued, bickered, and it happens. It's like a vote. Like you vote to get the vaccine, or you vote to not to get the vaccine.
Well, the way that was put in the whole year is, if you're a vacciner, you're a Biden. If you're anti-vaxxer, you're Trump. Yeah. So you're racist. If you don't have a vaccine, you're racist. Why are you racist? That's what they did, bro. That's what they guilted people into stuff.
Yeah, man. So I'm just waiting, man. I'm doing my own 4-year.
Well, there's a 5. They say you always have to wait at least 5 years to see what symptoms come up. Okay. So if in 5 years a lot of people start fucking freaking out of nowhere and fucking trying to eat your brains and shit.
Oh shit.
Like, I don't know. Supposedly people get aggressive when you get the vaccine. I don't know if you heard that. They get a little aggressive.
I don't know. Where are you watching this?
Supposedly they get magnetic too. I see now.
Are you sure you're not talking about the T virus from Resident Evil?
The T virus? Oh, okay.
Well, it's funny.
That's how it starts. Umbrella Corporation's gonna vaccinate me.
Like, I still wear my mask to work, Yeah. Just because where I work, it's a lot of random people you see. Even though I see a lot of the same people, and I know those people have already vaccine, because they always tell me, "Hey, get the vaccine."
Oh yeah.
It's at some point it gets annoying, bro.
I don't know why people are so, like, aside from family and close friends, like, I don't know why people think it's okay, like, to just ask personal information like that.
You want me to tell you why? Because people love to tell other people what to do, and this shit has given them an excuse. Yeah. This is giving them an excuse to tell you what the fuck to do, and people that you don't even know will tell you what the fuck to do. Yeah. People on the street will tell you, "Oh, you better get your vac. You gotta be responsible for your family. You gotta be responsible for your, like, whoa, don't try to throw that on me, like
you be responsible for yourself."
People love to tell people what to do, bro. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And people ask you, say, according to HIPAA, I can't tell you my health records. So if people,
it's a HIPAA violation.
Yeah, it's a HIPAA violation for you asking me that question.
Yeah,
but like my mom, she's against vaccines. She got it only because she's traveling to Mexico, and she was kind of, I think if you travel outside of America or something, you have to get the vaccine to come back or something. Okay.
So they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. It's gonna be worse.
She said she had COVID-like symptoms on the second shot.
Okay.
So it's like crazy, dog. But I've heard stories, man. I heard one of my cousins, she got a shot and she got paralyzed for like from waist down for like a couple hours.
No way.
She got home and she couldn't walk.
You see, and that's why,
Bro.
I don't be taking these vaccines, because my system is perfect the
Like,
way it is right
luckily-
now.
luckily she's
I don't
good
want to
now.
risk fucking my shit up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Because
Poor
you
girl.
don't know what your body could take. You don't know what's
we're
going
all-
on in your system.
All of our
We're all
bodies are
different.
like big different. Like what if there's a genetic coding in it that it hits on this one genetic marker, and what if you happen to have nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And what quarantine did, like people who had like the elderly, like a lot of elderly people that I know, I saw every day, like at work, like these before Corona, before we had to be on lockdown, they used to walk around like these people in the in their 70s, 80s, walking around every day,
Healthy.
and now I see them now, and they're like way declined.
Yeah, they're shut
because
in, bro. They were
just-
shut in.
They had to sit down and do nothing, and old people have to move around.
Yeah,
They're not, you know.
There's this old guy I used to talk to all the time, and I'll be like, "How are you doing today?" And he's like, "Oh, just staring at the same four walls." And I'm like,
Yeah, it's
"Shit, bro!" Like, I'm like, "You got to break out into the fourth wall, and man, like,
That's some
try to
Jack
make
Kirby
a,
shit,
try to make
bro.
a joke a little bit, but it's like he's probably in his head like, "Man, shut up, bro."
People probably talking to walls and shit, dog. Like, luckily, and I want to say, what's up with the love the Essentials used to get? We get no more love now that America opened or the world opened and shit.
Bro, I didn't feel no love.
Like, luckily, I had a job throughout this whole time, but at one point, I felt like quitting, dog. Like, low key, when it first happened, I got fucking. Well, I think the whole world kind of panicked.
Hey,
you didn't
man.
know what the fuck was going on.
And you were within your rights, bro. I wouldn't have blamed you at all.
But I'm lucky I didn't
I'm
quit.
too conspiracy theorist. I never was scared of this shit. Let me
Yeah, I
tell
was
you
just
how
tripping
I
out.
wasn't even tripping out. When toilet paper and water, you couldn't find it nowhere. I was finding it like in some little places. Still wasn't tripping. My girl was like, "You gotta find us again." It was wrong. I was like,
No,
"Babe,
no.
I'll be able to get it," and I would come home with it. Like,
Yeah.
I'd get lucky, oh yeah, they just got some in right now, and I would get lucky. But I never was like, "Oh, I need to go to Costco and get me some water, get some toilet paper." I would get lucky. We never went without. And this is what I said. Don't think I forgot. All you motherfuckers, what was y'all gonna do with all that? Y'all was just gonna shit the whole
I
time?
was
or
going
what?
to ask that. Why toilet paper? I understand water. Because low-key, I got dehydrated during... Because I wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't doing nothing. I was just being lazy the first month or two,
Yeah.
I gained that, what they call it, COVID-15.
The COVID-19 for me.
Fuck, I gained 20. I got that 20, COVID-20. But, yeah, man. Fuck, it's just some crazy times, man.
But
we're living in
we're
the...
gonna make more time to talk.
You know, this
Yeah.
is the part one of the 2020
Yeah,
part one of
talk.
2020.
We got to come back to this 2020
Yeah.
talk.
It's a trip, man, because it's part of history. We're part of history. Like,
We lived it.
like a lot of shit went down in the time before us, and this is one of the biggest things that I think might have happened in our timeline.
That brings that we're at a grown up at an age where we can really say, yeah, I went through that, and I can I can talk to you about this.
Besides Y2K,
What, you got a son and a daughter?
Yeah.
What's your son's name and what's your daughter's name?
I'm not gonna say their names, but my son, he's 7 years old. My daughter's 3 years old.
And that's probably better because I was actually gonna say your kid's name too, but now that it anonymous, I was gonna say what if one day your kids are like, "Mom, Dad, what is this COVID thing that I read about in 2020 when there was a pandemic? They shut down the world."
yeah, exactly.
What like? Yeah, you guys
That's
are
a
gonna
part
be
of
like,
history you can
all
tell.
right, gather around the fireplace, children.
Like my son, he'll know because
How old? Oh, he's old enough to already.
he's 7 right now. So when this was popping, he was probably like going into 6 years old.
Oh, okay.
And like, we didn't keep him from all that. Like I was playing YouTube videos for kids, like what is COVID-19, shit like that. So he'll know, you know what I'm saying, and he can try to like, learn about social distancing and shit like that. You know what I mean? And it helped him, man. It helped him. You know, he was a little bit weird about like public, like being out in public and being close to people.
He didn't like it.
He'll. I think it was like in his head, like I gotta fucking protect myself.
See, that's something they put in, like,
You
well,
know?
what I say, fear is taught
So
earlier.
I had to talk to him.
Yeah.
I had to talk to him and be like, you know, you don't have to be afraid. Like, you know, we're just trying to follow these rules, but you know, you don't have to be afraid of people. People are not, you know, it's don't let something like this shut you out from society. Even like you just kind of shut yourself in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
coughs and sneezes were the new gunshots in 2020.
Oh yeah. If somebody was coughing, man, I'm out. Somebody was sneezing, I'm out.
Hey,
I'm
low
out.
key, yeah, me and my wife too, like we'll be at Target and we'll hear like a cough or a sneeze. We're like, all right, we got everything we need. Let's bounce,
Let's
you know,
bounce.
like it's getting too hectic in here.
Hey man, well this conversation is getting too hectic, so I think we're gonna have to bounce for the night.
I think the boys are gonna have to let you guys just sit on that one. We're gonna leave a couple like thoughts in your head. You guys are gonna go back. You're gonna go to sleep. You're gonna sleep next to your wife, and you're gonna be like, you know what? The three amigos was talking some real ish tonight, and I don't even know who I agree with.
So comment your thoughts on 2020, but just the toilet paper, the virus, and the vaccine part, because that's all we talked about.
What we talk about.
What we talked about.
We'll get to the rest. We can comment on the rest, but for now, that's all.
So with that being said, this is the Ingle Waste Podcast. This is your boy Flex Mex.
Just Joe JG.
And Jay Jones. We out.
Oh man, I started flying too early. Oh shit, it's out.
Oh shit,
getting
no, get
hectic.
away from it. It's the T virus.
6 feet.